friends, and welcome for a new video of Ready Set Yoga. Today's class is Strong Core 2. After Strong Core 1, we are ready to get working on our core again. I'll see you on the mat. So clearly this class is gonna be all about your core and about getting stronger. We might need a pair of blocks, and that's all, and our mat, and a lot of willpower. No, just kidding. We are gonna start in 4 points position, and we are going to get our wrists warmed up. Okay, have your wrists in line with your shoulders, knees in line with your hips, and rotate your elbows inward. Let's start with circles over our wrists. Start on your favorite side and do big circles. Keep your core engaged, try not to collapse down with your belly. One more on this side. Change side, the one you didn't do. 2 more, keep the core active. I'm so full of energy because I just did this class because I filmed in Italian before, so I'm overexcited to do it again. Okay, stop to the center, rotate your fingers towards your knees. Inhale. And exhale, bring your glutes towards your feet. Lengthen your forearms, keep your core engaged. But you're gonna feel amazing after the class. Inhale, come back forward. Bring your fingers in neutral position and place the top of your hands on the mat. You can do both hands together or one at a time. We're gonna stay double of the time, so if you are doing one hand at a time, it's totally fine, do that. Two more breaths, and inhale, come back. Relax your wrist, go back to your neutral 4 points position, and we're going for a cat-cow tilt. You know, I tend to start all of my practice with this. Inhale, open. Exhale, round back. 2 fluid, continuous movements. Keep breathing. Inhale, 3. Exhale. 2 more, in and exhale, and last one, in and exhale. Bring your glutes towards your heels and grab the blocks. You might not need them if your practice is already very strong, but I encourage you to still use them. And I mean, if you need them, don't be afraid to use blocks when you do need to. It's totally fine, and your core is still working a lot, I assure you that. Okay, let's place the blocks at the 2 sides of your thighs and have your hands on top of the blocks. Engage the core, push in with the navel and down with your tailbone. Actually, this is the most important part because the more you push down with your tailbone, the more you're gonna get your core to work. Place the hands, inhale, come up, exhale, down. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We stay. Keep your feet light. The weight is not all on your feet. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Give some love to your wrists if you need to. We're gonna take a couple of breaths of break, and we're gonna do this one more time, just the same thing. Focus on the tailbone down, navel in, and push the floor away. One more, 8 and 8, stay. Inhale, push, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Release. Put your blocks away, both of them. Place your hands on the mat. Point your toes under. Inhale, come up into downward facing dog. Extend your spine and pet it out, one heel at a time towards the floor. Keep breathing, extend your legs, the entire back, and exhale, release. As you inhale, come up with your right leg. Keep your hips in line, bend your knee, open your hip. As you inhale, push up with your knee. Exhale, big rotation inward. 2 more, in. And exhale. And last one, in. And exhale, register this movement. Now, inhale, extend your leg up. As you exhale, same movement of the hip, but bring your toes towards your right wrist and come back up. Inhale, forward, exhale. Try not to have, like me, blocks and pillows in your way. Inhale and exhale, up, and plant as well. Get rid of all of them. Exhale, down. As you inhale, come up with your right leg again, hips in line. As this time, as you exhale, bring your toes towards the wrist. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. And one more. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. We stay. 1, 2, strong core, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, exhale, release. You're really gonna feel that quad here. Walk back and grab your opposite elbows, release and shake your upper body from side to side. We are working on core, but of course when you work the core, you are also working on other things in the body, and you're definitely gonna feel them. Quads in this case. Place your hands on the mat and walk back into downward facing dog. I'm glad that on this side I'm not gonna have the plant and blocks and pillow to get in my way. Inhale, come up with your left leg, bend your knee and open the hip. Keep your shoulders on one line. Inhale, push up with the knee. Exhale, external rotation. Inhale, up. Exhale, out and in. And one in. And exhale. As you inhale, extend your leg up. Exhale, toes towards the wrist. Even if you don't get there, it's okay. Inhale, up. Exhale. Sorry, inhale, forward, exhale, up. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. And release. This time, inhale, up. As you exhale, bring toes towards the wrist. One straight line in. And exhale. And last one, in and exhale. Stay here. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, exhale down, walk back, grab opposite elbows, and release. And relax your breath, your neck, shoulders, face muscles, the entire head. Shake it. Place your hands on the mat and walk forward back into downward facing dog. Exhale. Push down with your hands and your heels, navel and ribs in. Bring your right hand towards your opposite ankle and twist your gaze under your armpit. Two more breaths. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release. Inhale, come up with your right leg, hips in line and heel towards the sky. Push down with your right hand and come up on your fingertips on the left side. You can stay here reaching up for the sky with your hips, or bring your fingertips towards your left foot. Core engaged. You can stay here or detach the hand off the floor. And we stay here for 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Engage everything and slowly bring the hand back on the mat and the foot back on the mat, downward facing. We're not changing side just yet. Inhale, right leg up. As you exhale, bring your thigh towards the chest. Shoulders in line with your wrist and rotate towards the left. Extend your right leg if you can. Come up with your left arm. Push up towards the sky. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Right foot on the mat. Push up, extend your left arm. Exhale down. 2, 3, 2 more. And last one. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, extend. Exhale, take child pose. Keep your eyes open. We have 1 more side to go. Get excited about it. Inhale, come up into downward facing dog. Push down with your right hand and bring your left hand towards the opposite ankle and gaze under your right armpit. 2 more breaths here. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release. As you inhale, come up with your left leg, hips in line. Engage the legs, the core, the left hand, and come up on the right fingertips. We can stay here or bring the hand right and towards right toes. And we can totally stay here, it's fine. Or if we can, detach the end of the mat and stay really focused, engage everything. And slowly hand back on the mat, foot back on the mat, downward facing. And now we're gonna go for fallen triangle on the other side. So as you inhale, come up with your left leg. Exhale, tie towards the chest. Rotate towards your right. Extend the left leg, right arm up. Push up up, up with your left side. 3, 2, 1. Foot down, extend the space in between right foot and left hand. Extend your right arm. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Extend. Exhale back into downward facing dog. And come down in Balasana. If you want this time, you can also place your knees together and hug your knees with your shoulders. We have one more fun things to do before we can rest, so let's get back into downward facing dog. Extend the spine, really push up towards the sky with your tailbone. Inhale, come into plank pose. Have your shoulders over your wrists and try to create a strong straight line with your entire body. 2 more breaths here. Let's do 3, 4, and 5. Right hand in line with your nose. Rotate into side plank and come with your left hand on the hip if you need, or up towards the sky if you can. Gaze up. If this is too much, point your left toes and create this shape to help you to stay in the pose, or if you need, you can place the right knee on the mat. Everything works just fine. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Extend the spine. Inhale, come forward into plank pose. We're gonna do the other side. Inhale. Come up. You can take your variations if you need. If you are comfortable here, gaze up. And remember to push towards the sky from your left hip, left side. Exhale, back into downward facing. Extend the spine, release the tension in the neck. We are going for one more round and we are gonna add 1 or 2 more variations to it. But don't worry to stay in your variation if you need to. Inhale, plank. We stay here again for other 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right hand, rotate to the left, come up with your arm. You can stay here or in one of the other 2 variations, or take tree pose. You can stay here or go for Vajrasana with the big toe hook and open, extend to the side. Exhale, back to downward facing. Extend the spine. And let's do it on the other side. Inhale, plank pose. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 left. Rotate to the right. Come up with the arms. We can stay here or take the tree pose in your side plank. Gaze towards the sky. You can totally stay here or go for the big toe hook. And exhale, back into downward facing dog. That was the last one, I promise. Bring your knees on the mat. Let's counter pose. Extend the entire front body into camel pose. Navel in, tailbone down. Extend the front body. Push with your elbows one towards the other. Inhale, come back up. Get rid of the microphone if you have one. Now let's do it again, same thing. Or if you can place your hands on your heels. Keep pushing up with your chest, a little bit forward with your hips. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, downward facing and step forward. Exhale, sit. Extend your legs. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. With every inhale, we want to extend the spine. With every exhale, we come a little closer to the thighs. If you need to modify, bend your knees. Stay further away from your thighs. It's totally fine, as long as you try to not carve the spine in order to get your head to the shin. So that's not really important. It might look important, but it doesn't actually feel that right. 2 more breaths. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, relax. Bend your right knee. Rotate to the right. And go for a side stretch. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, try to reach the foot. You don't necessarily have to, and if you feel a lot of if you feel that it's too much, you can bend the elbow and place the hand in between your shoulder blades. If you can't reach the foot, try not to close the pose, but to keep opening the chest towards the sky. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release, and we want to change side. Gonna do it towards you. Same thing. Bend the left leg, right hand on opposite thigh. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flex the foot, and try to reach the foot, keeping the chest open and both sides of the body long, nice and long. One more. If you need to bend the elbows and place the hand in between shoulder blades, inhale, come up. Exhale, release back to center. Slowly come down on the mat, place your enter back down, bend your knees and hug them in. Push with your tailbone and shoulders towards the mat and rock from side to side. We will go for one last gentle twist before Shavasana. So bring your knees towards the left, gaze towards the right. Keep your palms facing, your right palm facing the sky or the ceiling. Hopefully you're on a beach, having the sky above you, or you're like me in a room, but that's totally fine. You can be wherever you want with your mind while you practice, right? Release everything. Come back to center. Hug your knees for one last time while you push down with your tailbone and with your shoulders. Really try to extend the spine. And as you exhale, release and enter Shavasana. Heels towards each other, palms facing up. And close your eyes, breathe from your nostrils and relax the rhythm of your breath. And stay here just as long as you need to. And try not to skip this part. Thank you guys for joining me on the mat today. I hope you really enjoyed this class, and if you did, please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and if you want to, you can also follow me on Instagram on my 2 pages, Martina Rando and Ready Set Yoga. You can find the links below and share your practice and progresses with me. See you next time. Namaste.